Hello! Remember when the walls are made of this stuff? Not anymore. At the moment the cabin is level, so I've used this corner as a datum point and I've levelled it that way, and it's all nice and flat, and it's pretty much stayed that way. But it's actually one breeze block higher than I want it. So this corner is stacked on 4 breeze blocks, and obviously that changes as it goes round. But each corner that's stacked has some breeze blocks in it. And like I say, it's one breeze block higher than its final floor height. And the reason I've done that is because I want to put some support right in the middle of it, and to give myself some working room. That's why I've left it a little bit high at the moment. I'll try and show you what I'm on about. Right, we're under the cabin, and you can see I haven't quite put them in position yet, but there's a lorry wheel there, and there's another one there. I'm going to put those wheels underneath this spine of the cabin here. So this one here has got to come this way a bit, and then my plan is I leave 1 breeze block's worth of gap between the wheel and the cabin. Then once those central supports are in place, I can take 1 breeze block out from all the corners here, and it will drop down and it will be supported everywhere. I hope that makes sense. That gap's 1 inch off at the moment. Stop it now, surely. Yeah, that'll do. Whew. Good. Now I can get the high lift jack and just lift up each section, take out a breeze block, drop it down again, and we should be there. I've currently got a real weak spot in the middle of the front there, so I'll have to start with that. I'll try and lift the whole of the front up. That one is loose. Should be, yep. Yeah. Quite a long way to drop it in one go, I think. Some alarming distortion there for a minute or two. Anyway, we're there. That's pretty good. You can see we're still nice and straight across the windowsills there. I'm going to fix this next because it just really bugs me every time I try and get in and out. The step is, I was going to say the steps are right, but it's not. It's what's underneath it that's completely gone. Right, that corner's locked in. Of course the tricky bit is I've got to lift the whole frame up to slide this under. There's nothing to jack on. Good. That worked rather well, all things considered. I use these things. There's a screw there with a nice long shank and it should help to pin that post into the new bit of wood. What I'm going to do next is replace the missing bits of wood. So these little bits, I'll go over all these bits and make sure they're secure. This whole panel's shifted around quite a lot recently. When I'm happy with all the wood and I've replaced the bottom bits of wood as well, I'll give this section another coat of bitumen, because you can probably see that it's only had one coat at the moment and you can pretty much see through it. So yeah, another coat on all of this. I won't paint the door for now because I might replace the door. I've got some other doors which might be better. So yeah, leave that unpainted for now. Sort out this bit, and that bit there. And then back down to that side. That's progress. All that framework that's been exposed in has had about 4 days now in the sunshine to dry out, and that's made quite an amazing difference. You can probably make out as well that I've put in the little extension to the lean-to that was on about here. So it's basically just made a covered porch for that cabin. This area here is going to be decking, and then above me is a bit of shelter from the elements. Anyway, back to the main event. Where I've pulled off these rotten planks, every nail got left behind, so I've got to take those out next. Whilst I'm at it, it's a good opportunity to have a look at this wood and see how terrible it is. Plenty of it is not too bad, not too far gone. And here there's evidence of rot, but it's solid enough. Much of the strength of this cabin comes from the corners, which are new. So these posts here actually hold up the roof, so that's taken a lot of the stress out of the less than optimal framework. There was a time when the nails were the most valuable part of the building. I've got a book on American blacksmithing from the colonial era, and it talks in there about a law that was passed in, I think it was Virginia, I'm not sure, but somewhere on the east coast there, to stop people burning down their houses when they emigrated west into the interior. Because nails were so valuable that people would burn down the entire house and then sift through the ashes and pick out all the nails and take them with them. I'm sure someone out there will suggest I do the same with this, but no, I'm going to fix it out. kind of what I expected. Yeah, which is nice in a sense. It's not like working on an old car where it's always worse than you expected. As soon as you start hacking into rust, it just... So that's all the protruding nails and screws and everything that's in the way gone, and that's all the rotten wood that I'm going to remove gone. I've given it all a brush down. I'm going to put some preservative on so that hopefully what's left doesn't get any worse. And it shouldn't really, because it's going to be much better weatherproofed from now on. Hopefully I can find a bit more time to look after it, along with everything else. Now we've got the new framework in, and I put the preservative on all the old framework, pulled out all the nails that are in the way, giving it a good brush down. I'm now going to put on the cladding from the windowsill down. I will insulate it again, but not right now. I'll insulate it when I do the inside walls later on. Okay, now I know the length I need all of them to be cut up. I might try and do all at once. I got 7 stacked in at once. Let's see how it goes. Not bad. So as I go along, I can put my hand underneath and feel if there's a gap between the two boards, and if there is, I can push it up and then nail it in. That's pretty good now. I was kneeling on a bit of glass there, but it's a lump of quartz. Bloody hippies. I need 2 more planks worth of material. I've got 1 more long plank. I've got some shorter planks. So I think I'll cut 2 down, make up the next one, and then I'll put the remaining long one on the bottom, and that'll be neater. Cool. Well, that looks more building-like, doesn't it? Crikey, what a difference. But yeah, I think that's enough for one day. So I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Cheers.